Oh, it's gonna be more than that because that's a mirror weave. Yeah, let's just let this happen. Today on Commander Replay, we take another look at Runo Stromkirk and see if we can copy some big nasty creatures. Next on Commander Replay. Help support me and save 15% on singles by using the promo code REPLAY at mothershipaTX.com. Commander Replay t-shirts, available in orange and colors beside orange. Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Runo Stromkirk today, and today's deck list comes to us from Patreon supporter DJ. Take a look at this opener. 2 lands plus Divining Top? I think that's fine. We can keep. As long as we find a 3rd land, we can crack this thing, and then we're good to go. Also, it only takes 3 mana for this thing to operate, so that's cool, too. And land count in this deck was pretty high, I think. 39 lands, so feeling pretty good that we'll run into a land. We are going last in the turn order, though. Never great. Exploration for opponent. Yeah, those are good. Extra land. Soul Ring for Sean. We are gonna be behind. Thaumatic Compass, yeah, it's a pretty good turn 1. Victimize is not really what we needed. We're gonna play the Tainted Isle first, because I want to get the Divining Top going, and I want to look at that as soon as possible. And we'll pass like that. Set a stop on our upkeep. Armillary Sphere for opponent. Yep, it's a Borborgymos deck. They want all the lands they can possibly get. Interesting commander. I'd say it's probably one that's worth building if you're on a budget, just because, I don't know, what's that deck run? Probably at least 50 lands, so I imagine that just cuts down the cost of what you have going. It also, it combos pretty easily with a small handful of cards, so and I don't think most of them are very expensive, so, someone we're looking to get into the game and not spend a lot of money, might be a deck that I would point them toward. Ranar coming in, yep. Opponent to get themselves a Bow of Nylea. Yeah, a lot of utility there. Death Touch plus Trample is an issue. This does have Trample, so blocking will probably become a problem at some point. Activate the Sensei's Divining Top. Maskwood Nexus, land, Mana Crypt. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go Maskwood Nexus. This Mana Crypt doesn't do anything this turn, so Mana Crypt in the middle, then Swamp on top. Play the Myriad Landscape, and then next turn we'll just draw the Mana Crypt. Although, I might shuffle the top, because Maskwood Nexus is also really good in this deck. We'll see. We'll see how things go here. Opponent cracks the Armillary Sphere, gets 2 lands. Birds of Paradise for opponent. Sean's going to go search with the Thaumatic Compass. Yep. Going to swing over to the Multani opponent. Yeah, blocking becomes impossible once Multani's in play, and that's kind of a thing. Yeah, attacking through Multani generally becomes impossible once it's in play, because it's just bigger than everything else around it, so yeah. Brings back to our turn. We're going to draw that Mana Crypt. There's the Mana Crypt. Play the Swamp. Play the Mana Crypt. Oh, you want to know what we could do? We could cast our commander this turn and then crack this next turn, and that'll get us the Maskwood Nexus, and we don't have to give up the top. I think that seems fine. I think we have enough to do all this. Oh no, we're 1 short. We'll definitely crack the landscape. Well, if we crack the landscape, that means we'd have to draw at the top. I think I'm going to hold on to the top. I think the top is too good to give up. But there are times that I've shuffled into the deck for one reason or another, and been fine with it. We have a little more blue in our hands, so I think we're going to go for blue first. Then we'll take a look with the top. Evolving Wilds, Necropotence, Swamp. Evolving Wilds to the bottom, I guess Swamp to the bottom, and Necro on top. This could get silly. Although, Necro is... Yeah, because you kind of want creatures in your graveyard. I think Necro is a little awkward in this deck. We don't have triple black, actually, so we're probably going to have to hold that for a turn. We will if we draw with the Divining Top. Crucible of Worlds, yeah. They have a Gruul Turf in the graveyard. Seems good. Opponent's going to gain 3 life with the Bow of Nylea. Why not? They do have a Dust Bowl in play. They can shoot lands if they want to. Multani coming into play. It's only a 5/5 currently, still bigger than everything else on board and things that we'll have for at least a few turns. And by that point, it'll grow. I'm glad this card doesn't show up as much as it used to, because we'll say about 2 years ago, it was showing up a lot because of its recursiveness and just all the things that it does. And kind of a nightmare if you like playing flying creatures like I do. Oh god, that's a dismantling wave. Well, we're going to lose a bunch of mana with the Mana Crypt going down. That's not ideal. And now we are kind of behind everyone else. They're ahead of us in the turn order, so they'll be ahead of us naturally, but yeah, that's not ideal. What was it? It was Swamp, Necropotence, and I think Evolving Wilds? I think Sean forgot that Multani has reach and has made himself a bad attack. Ranar goes down. Yeah, that's why it's annoying. It does do that. There's the Necropotence. Draw with the Divining Top. Play the Swamp. Play the Necro. Activate the Necro. What are we at? We're at 5. I wonder if this gets us attacked. I went for 4 right here. There's 4 Necro triggers. Divining Top, Evolving Wilds, Swamp, and Coffers. Evolving Wilds is like kind of useful because it shuffles with the top, but with Necro out, I don't know that we care that much. So get rid of the Evolving Wilds. We'll get rid of the Swamp for now. Sword of Cauldron. Oh god. Deals combat damage to a player, or you discard a land, it does 3 damage to any target. Yeah, so you can just exile stuff all day long. I had a really annoying situation come up the other day. I was trying to Chandra's Ignition off of my Cauldron Complete token, and they changed the wording on Cauldron Complete. Sword of Cauldron says whenever equipped creature deals damage. Cauldron Complete says combat damage, which is super annoying. Oh, we could totally fizzle this thing. Yep, we're going to do that. Don't want that green deck drawing a million cards. I mean, I guess this it reduces their card draw by 2. Maybe that's not as good as I had envisioned, but still, that stuff can matter. Was it worth a removal spell? I don't know. Time will tell. Oh, opponent's gonna Nature's Claim the Necro. Oh, I didn't get a chance to activate it. I was F6'd. Would have activated a few more times. In some sense, that might be good, because discarding for us is a reasonable place to be. Do need to get creatures into the graveyard at some point. Ranar, back to play. Back to our turn. Fabled Passage is a land. Play... Are we expecting a wheel? Play the Coffers in case of a wheel. Play the Divining Top. Take a look with the Divining Top. Dance of the Dead, Island, Strionic Resonator. Don't really need any of those, to be honest with you. We already have a Reanimate, so Dance of the Dead, Island, Strionic Resonator. We'll draw the Resonator, and then we'll play the Fabled Passage next turn, and shuffle our library. So no targets for Runo. Pass like that. Opponent says he's playing 48 lands, still not drawing them. Awkward. There's some boots. Opponent returns Multani to their hand. Yep. With the ability. And it's back. Yep. We have a way to discard these things. Oh, we could have used this Unmarked Grave. Probably should have read this. It's basically Bad Entomb, but that's still fine. You know what we can do? We have a Victimize. We just need to get a second creature in the graveyard. Yeah, we could have played last turn better. Could have gone Unmarked Grave, get something, probably like a Runescarred Demon, then put it back on top with Runo, flip Runo, and all that's good stuff. Hearth and Home for opponent. Yep, those are good. See if they want to get Vengeance on the green deck. Equips the Hearth and Home. Yeah, they're going to go back into the green deck. Hearth and Home trigger. Gets a land. Transforms the Spires. Attacking with a single creature will be difficult. Good against this Multani. There's a Runo trigger. Let's activate the top. Nope, still the same 3 cards. Whoops. Maybe we do want Dance of the Dead. Actually, this, yeah, okay. Strionic Resonator, Island, Dance of the Dead on top. Say no to the ability. Draw the card. Play the Fabled Passage. Crack the Fabled Passage. Get a Swamp. I think this is mana neutral? No, I think it nets 1 now. Then it's mana neutral. Makes 1 mana, so it's contributing. Let's play Unmarked Grave. Let's get Runescarred Demon. Let's Dance of the Dead on Runescarred Demon. Dance of the Dead is a cool enchantment that you don't see that much. It does tap the creature, which makes it, just less good than Animate Dead. But it's a second Animate Dead if you need one, and that's still pretty good. Runescarred Demon ETB. We can get anything we want. What do we want? I kind of want, card draw. Doesn't appear to be a lot of card. This is a Gyruda, though. Gyruda is sort of card draw in that it will put creatures into our graveyard, which I kind of think we need. Yeah, I think I would add a little more card draw to this deck. Well, there's a Muldrifter if we really need it. Yeah, we don't have, tons and tons of cards, but... Yeah, for now, I think it's going to be the Gyruda, because that's a crazy card. Where'd it go? Get Gyruda. Take a look at the top. Slinvoda Land Soul Ring. Interesting. Slinvoda... Ooh, yeah, Slinvoda will get the thing flipped, so let's go Land, Soul Ring, Slinvoda. And we'll pass like that. Not going to attack anywhere. The 1 on Runo, it's a better blocker than it is an attacker. Green Sun X4. Curious to see what they're getting. Oracle of Moldiah. Solid choice. Land off the top. There's a Field of the Dead. Ew. Looks like they've used their land plays already for that, so doesn't appear that they can play Field of the Dead, but they have 2 additional land plays. I didn't see how many they dropped in this turn, but... at some point people just start running out of lands in hand. Sends a 3/3 over to the Borborgymos deck. We are dangerously close to flipping Runo and copying this Runescarred Demon. Here's a Sun Titan for no value. Ouch. I tend to not play the no value Sun Titan unless I really, really need to. Unless his hand is like 4 lands or something. He just has literal nothing else going on. Because especially like in most of the decks that you play, or at least most of the decks that I play, because I play Boros a lot, I don't have great reanimation. Sun Titan is generally one of my best reanimation spells, and I don't want to waste it not having a target for it. Like, when I cast it, I need it to be getting something valuable, because there aren't other ways in the deck to do that. At least good ones, anyway. Opponent hits us with the Hearth and Home. Yep. Gonna blink their Sun Titan, but to no avail. Oh, that does make a 1/1. Okay, I see what he's doing. I forgot. That all makes sense with that deck. Still, painful. No value Sun Titan. At least crack a fetch or something, get something into the graveyard. Gets a 1/1. Hope there's no swords or path here. Brings it back to our turn. Dance of the Dead trigger, Runo trigger. Runo, use the ability. Flip our commander. So with Dance of the Dead, you do need to pay 1 and a black to untap the creature, which we're going to do right here. Pay 1 and a black. Ooh. Or no, sorry. It was Slyn Voda on top that we revealed. Not Gyruda. Gyruda was already in our hand. Go to combat. Yeah, it's a big 8/8. Can't really get through there. So Sean's got actually profitable blocks on it. Well, we'll send this one over to Sean. He'll probably just Spires it. And this one over to Delta. Maybe we'll go the opposite way. I don't want to hit Delta for 10. That's like pretty mean. Yeah, same thing. They're kind of stuck. Crothis, Lord of the Deep. Yep. Copy the Runescarred Demon. Probably going to look for like a counterspell if they've got one. Some sort of protection. Oh, opponent's got plans about that. They're going to return to nature the Dance of the Dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Is unfortunate. It will become sacrificed unless we can... I don't think there's a way around that. Believe that's going to fizzle the trigger. Yeah, it's a target. Is there a swamp on top of our deck? Draw a card with the top. It's a Soul Ring on top of our deck. That kind of gets us to the same place, though. Play the Soul Ring. We'd have to give up on the top, but we could cast Gyruda. It would actually give stuff to Sean in his graveyard, potentially for the Sun Titan. Gyruda might not be the best here. Let's try the Burning Rune Demon. Burning Rune Demon. I should read this one. Search your library for 2 cards not named Burning Rune Demon. Alrighty. And then an opponent chooses one of them. Chose one in the hand, other one in the graveyard. Yeah, I kind of just want card draw more than I want anything. Let's get a Solemn, and I think a Careful Study. 7 Deadly can choose this one. I don't really know why I chose those cards now. I'm thinking value, right? I'm thinking, how are we going to propel ourselves into the late game is what's on my mind. They give us the Solemn. Yep. Pass like that. See if we can untap with our stuff again and actually get a copy this time. This is a tricky deck because if this commander stays in play and if it flips, it only takes one good creature to take over the game. It doesn't take that much. And that came up when I piloted this on the channel a while back. This one's also been showing up a lot. Probably one of the most popular commanders of the past couple months. This is Volakut Awakening for opponent. Should get them to some things they need. And that's a chain reaction. That's going to blow up everything. All right. I'm okay with the board slowing down a little bit. Runo's really good at getting stuff back too, so not too worried about that. This is why you want to hold that Sun Titan, by the way, because now you're losing a Sun Titan, you haven't gotten any value from it. But yeah, the green deck always makes me nervous. I know they don't have a ton of cards, but still, a growing Multani can put damage on you, especially with Death Touch. Or did it, no, that got blown up. Okay, cool. Where'd it go? Bow of Nylea's in the graveyard, thank God, because Trample Death Touch, pretty scary. Yeah, Multani went to the graveyard again. Yep, they're going to activate that ability one more time. I mean, I guess the good thing is, it's annoying, but they are having to pick their lands back up, so it slows down their mana production a little bit. Yeah, it's back. Oh, God, we could go Solemn, Victimize, Burning Rune Demon, and Runescarred Demon. That seems like a play. Selfless Spirit for Sean, yep. Turn late on that one. I'm sure he just drew it off the top. I'm sure he would have played that instead of the Sun Titan if he had it. Ooh, Sarah's Emissary is a nasty card. Him and I had like a 3-hour game with this thing because I just couldn't kill him. And super annoying. But we fortunately have a lot of bounce in our deck, and that's the way you deal with that. Brings it back to our turn. Ooh, yep, that's a good one. What'd they choose? Sorceries. Well, we've got an instant. If it becomes a problem, we can get rid of it. Let's play the Solemn Simulacrum. ETB. Get a swamp. Then Victimize the Solemn Simulacrum, returning Runescar Demon and Burning Rune Demon. Seems pretty good. We do need to sacrifice a creature. It will be the Solemn Simulacrum. We'll get to draw a card, and then we get to tutor twice. Seems good. Burning Rune, Solemn, draw the card. That is some value. There's a land. What do we need? Lightning Greaves would be nice. Does he have Lightning Greaves in here? Does have Lightning Greaves. Might be thinking about that. Think I like what Lightning Greaves says. Let's get Lightning Greaves. And then I think I'm just going to put 2 beastly creatures in the graveyard. Wonder will be one of them, which isn't beastly, but it is nasty. Makes it very difficult to block. Archetype of Imagination is also interesting. Depending on what we get, they'll probably put Wonder in our hand. Oh, there's a Rush of Knowledge in the deck. We're actually doing okay on card draw. Yeah, let's just go. Let's go 2 creatures. Let's find a big creature that can get picked up by Gyruda. Shipbreaker Kraken. That's decent. Can't be blocked. Also decent. Yeah, I think I'm on ship. We'll go Serpent of the Yawning Depths. Sean can choose this one. They give us the Wonder. Yep. Play an island. Play the boots. Equip the boots to Runescar Demon. And we'll pass like that. Oh my god, opponent's got Sun Titan in the graveyard. We can go Gyruda, get Sun Titan, get Dance of the Dead. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Hopefully no one has anything to interact with that. What does Dance of the Dead get us? Solemn Simulacrum? Yeah, it gets us Solemn Simulacrum. It's not awful. Or the Serpent. Gets us a lot of things is what it does. Journey of Discovery. Field of the Dead. Oh boy. There's a landfall. Oh god, that's a Terastodon. That's going to hit things that we want. Let's see what's getting blown up. You do have to worry about, Spires and maybe Sword over there. So there might be 2 of them. We might only get hit with 1. Oh, they hit the coffers. Also hit the Sword of Cauldron, which I suppose is good because we'll be able to keep creatures in play. But we're losing 2 things is never great on that. 10-10 coming our way. Not great. Could shoot it. Probably need to shoot this. We will throw a 3-3 in front, soak up a little bit of it. We can get our Cabal Coffers back with the Sun Titan. We can go Sun Titan Boots, attack with Sun Titan, then get Coffers back is a reasonable idea. I like it. Ranar the Everwatchful coming back. Oh god. Rapid Hybridize isn't going to destroy that because of the Selfless Spirit. It's gonna have to be bounced. Hopefully it doesn't attack us. It's attacking us, because of course. Hearth and Home trigger, we're down to 20. It's not great. Gets a 1-1. Puts the sword on the Ranar. I don't think it's really worth rapid hybridizing anything right now. Brings it back to our turn. We draw Scourge of Fleets is also a card. We only have 3 islands in play currently, so that's going to get... Oh, you want to know what that does, though? That gets the Selfless Spirit out of play, and then we can shoot the Sarah's Emissary. I think I like the Gyruda play better. Let's do that. It has to be from among the milled cards. Well, that might make this play look real bad then. Crap, I thought it was any creature. I haven't read it in a while. With even CMC. What do we get? We got a Curiosity Crafter. Whenever a creature token you control deals damage to a player, draw a card. Well, that's not awful. We get that. Oh no, we could have gotten this Icebreaker Kraken. We've run out of Reanimates. Is the thing. Anywhere to get this token through? There's a giant Multani out there, so I don't think we're really going anywhere this turn. Let's send this over to Delta, see if they let it through, see if we can draw the card. Ah, they block. Yeah, we could have did this turn a lot better, honestly. We went for like Slinvoda. Do we even have enough mana to kick a Slinvoda? I don't know if we do. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have exactly enough. Maybe next turn. Cast the Wonder right here. That way we can like throw it in front of something if someone wants to attack us. Sprouting Vines for opponent. Oop, it's going to Storm, and they are going to get some lands. It's 3 Sprouting Vine triggers. Ooh, opponent's got a Scavenger Grounds untapped. That's bad for what we're doing. We would like them to... They tap it, thankfully. Okay, so still got a little bit of time to mess around with the graveyards, but that time might be coming to a close very soon. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. It's a Bag of Holding. Puts a forest under it. He did reset Sarah's Emissary to creatures. That's a Rishkar's Expertise for 11. Cool. Wish we had the mana for Rapid Hybridize on that. We would have if our land didn't get shot. Hopefully Sean targets 7 deadly for the drawing a million cards right here. Oh, that's a Shia. That should get him targeted. Non-token creatures you control are forests. Okay. Field of the Dead. Ooh, opponent's going to blow up that Spires. That should get some bad blood going. Hopefully he sends that big angel over his way. See what he wants to do for attacks. Just the zombie? That is a waste of an attack right there. At least send the Terastodon somewhere, even if it's at us. I mean, I get they probably don't want Wonder in the graveyard, but still. That is wasting damage. They do have a Yavimaya Hollow in play, so they can regenerate their commander, which is unfortunate. The other thing we could do, we could like Stormtide Leviathan, but Slyn Voda is safer. If someone shoots the Stormtide Leviathan, then they can attack normally. A board wipe wouldn't be the worst thing either, because if it happens, we recast our commander, put Runescar Demon back on top, and then probably grab like a Living Death or something. Or we could also just get a Reanimate, get Sun Titan, do that whole thing we talked about earlier. See what Sean wants to do. He can't be blocked, so that's super annoying. Yeah, big attack into 7 deadly. Love it. The problem is we can't do anything at instant speed. If we could, I would love to like be able to hold something up. Opponent's gonna Beast Within the Sarah's Emissary. Crap, we don't have the mana to deal with this right now. Although, if they have to sacrifice this in response, which they should, then we can just Rapid Hybridize it on our turn. Yeah, they sacrifice the Selfless Spirit. It's going to be about 12 damage. Decent, not insane, but decent damage. Oh, it's going to be more than that, because that's a Mirror Weave! Yeah. Yeah, let's just let this happen. Not that we can do anything about it. Sean and this card. Oh, that's a lot of 9/9s. That is some damage. There's a Hearthenhome trigger. Puts opponent down to 8. Wow. Oh, I think they accidentally targeted one of their spirits. I think they were having trouble telling which creature is which. Should have targeted a... No, they all have the thing. Yeah, I think so. I think he had to just take a shot in the dark on that. That hurts. That's an attack. Mirror Weave. I gotta use that card more. I don't play a lot of blue-white, I guess, but... Oh, that's the Rift. That's not the worst thing that could happen, honestly. Although Terastodon's gonna come back, that I don't love. That I don't love at all. There's the Rift. Yep. Probably gonna be a bit of a struggle now, just based on how this deck uses mana. Oh, that's a Time Twister. Oh, it shuffles the graveyard. No, not Time Twister. God, I hate that card. Why? Because in a situation like this, Wheel of Fortune wouldn't bother us that much. Time Twister completely wrecks our graveyard that we've been setting up and trying to stockpile all game. And yeah, whenever you're... Oh, well, at least the coffers came back to us. That's something. What's this do? Look at the top 3 cards. Put any number of them in the graveyard. Something. We got something. Oh, God, we can't shoot the thing, though. Our removal is gone. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that hurt a lot, actually. That's the old Rift, then Wheel. That is about as nasty as things get. There's a Swamp. Play the coffers. Thran Dynamo. This has Flash, which is cool. Yeah, so I think we go Burnished Heart and then flash in the Thrix if we need to. That'll make 4 mana, 5, 6. Can't do both. I'm just going to hope someone else has a board wipe, and we'll crack this and... Actually, no. Yeah, we'll just crack that now. Nah, we'll hold it up. We'll hold it up. Let's be responsible. Makes me sad. Realms Uncharted, sure. I think I got to use that one more, because I play a lot of, like, budget 5-color decks, and Cultivate Kodamas aren't as good when your number of basic lands is really low. We're kind of getting into territory, too, where if Borborgymos hits their combo, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Chosen type is still creatures, so off to a red board wipe. Also a Borborgymos. Ooh, that's creature-based damage, so yeah, he doesn't care about that. Does not care about that. Opponent has 8 cards in hand, so they can probably do something. There's a Sylvan Library. Plays like this should hopefully take the heat off of us. We kind of got stuck on lands for a while, too. Run 9 lands, which is too short of the turn count. Although we did get a land blown up, so I didn't think we were that bad. But yeah, getting the land blown up did hurt. So we lost the land drop on that. The bad news is he's got Commander Lethal on 7 Deadly, which means a lot of room for this to come our way. Field of the Dead. Make it 2/2. Multani, back to play. Ooh, that's a Witch's Clinic. If they can get an attack off somewhere, they'll gain a bunch of life. I gotta start putting this in decks more. This is actually a very good card, especially for Voltron, anything that gets big. Moving Tracker, another good card, but does not stop the Sarah's Emissary. This is all creature-based damage. Problem now is, like, we're at the point, too, where, like, getting a Burnished Heart back on top doesn't help us at all once we kind of get through this sequence of plays, assuming we survive all this. Compass is back. Foretells a card. Gets a spirit. Sending the commander our way, the other 2 over to 7 Deadly. I don't think he realized that he had Commander Lethal right there. Shot for 4 isn't too bad. I was worried about taking the big one. Opponent goes down. Hearthenhome trigger. Yeah, the Hearth and Home is really what's gotten him ahead on lands. That's what this deck needs. Hearth and Home. Probably also a Dazzling Dagger and a Sword of the Animist. We have choices here. Oh, Signet first. We'll go through his main phase. He's going to flip the Compass at the end step. We have choices here. What I'm thinking about doing is taking a look with Otherworldly Gaze. Then if there's nothing that we need, cracking the Burnished Heart. If there is something that we need, then we don't crack the Burnished Heart, which might be a little awkward. But I think that's what we need to do. Because we need to find our way to some removal or some bounce or something. What do we got? Interpret the Signs, Scry 3. What's this one do? Yeah, those aren't going to help. So, creature to the graveyard. Put these two back. Oh, that's not really where I wanted to put that. Put this on top. Then crack the Burnished Heart. Yeah, get 2 swamps because of Cabal Coffers. And with that still on the stack, we can recast this Otherworldly Gaze. There's the Damnation. Fantastic. Now we just have to hope he doesn't have a counter. Felwar Stone to the graveyard. Oops, almost misclicked that. Put on top. Put on top. Unfortunately, that board wipe does not have 5 or more mana because we could theoretically use the Thrix to prevent a counter. Protection spell is also bad here. Draw the Damnation. Cast the Damnation. Please resolve. Nope, he's got something. Crap. Yeah, we're going to lose. Spell Queller. Yep. That's annoying. Oh, blue decks. Guess we get Runo. Get this thing I get. It's not even big enough to flip Runo, though. Play the Swamp. Play the Boots. Oh, you know what opponent can do? Opponent can shoot the Spell Queller, is what they can do. Luckily, Thrix has Flash, so we can at least wait. Stay put with Runo. Oh, it's got protection from creatures. You can't shoot it. Ugh. Sylvan Library trigger. I mean, I think he's got to just, like, kind of go for everything right here. He can't even shoot Sean, either. He can only shoot us. Based on what he's played so far, I'm having the feeling that he's not running nearly enough removal in that deck. We have a problem where, with like based on the cards that he has, he can just kill us. Probably. I guess there's also, this is probably also Cosmic Intervention. Search library for 2 lands, put him into your hand. He shuffles, then he's going to draw with the Bonder's Enclave. Come on, removal spell. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it back to our turn. Unless he decides to go the other way. He's going to scry. God, I wish that was a bigger board wipe. I wish we could have used Thrix to... does this exile it? Yeah, it exiles it, so I guess that doesn't stop the countering, but... Oh, man, I wish that board wipe went off. The worst is, like, we had this play covered, too, and it's the wheel that killed us, right? We had the Rapid Hybridize in hand, and I think that's 14 coming our way. What do we have, Mana Crypt on top? Yeah, I mean, with, like, Borborgymos in play, there's just, like, nothing we can do because we just get shot, right? Yeah, there's the Mirror Weave again. So annoying. I'm annoyed because it's basically the Time Twister that's getting us. We had the Sarah's Emissary covered with a variety of cards, and the fact that they all got wheeled away is so painful. Down we go. Delta not happy because Sarah's Emissary does hard counter this deck. Yep, better run some removal. What's interesting is Sean doesn't actually have lethal on Delta yet. Oh, that's a World Breaker. What does this exile? Artifacts, enchantments, or lands. Doesn't solve the... it gets rid of the sword. That's something. Draws a card. It's got to be a Blasphemous Act. It is not. I think Sean passed without attacking. Goes back to Delta's turn. I think he F6'd this whole turn. Yep, that he did. Delta's going to get another crack at it. Goes down to 24, takes the card draw. There's a Rogue's Passage. Doesn't matter with the Angel in play. Draws another card. Valakut Awakening. That's how you get to more cards. I've got money, though, that this is Cosmic Intervention. I think he gets 10 fresh cards. Let's see if he finds a board wipe now. Beast Within. Let's see if it's Cosmic Intervention. Perplexing Test. Return all non-token creatures to their owner's hand. It'll survive. There's a Spell Queller. Unfortunately, our Damnation has been exiled, and we're already dead, so it's not ideal. Doesn't have enough to get his commander back, which means Sean will get the chance to drop the Angel back in. Hull Breach. Gonna shoot the Soul Ring. Just trying to be mana efficient. Get cards out of hand. Bag of Holding. Draw a card, discard a card. Scries with the Castle. Angel. Creatures. Curiosity Crafter. Oh, that's card draw. That's what that is. Said he's not sitting Cosmic Intervention. Noted. Sends in the tokens. Curiosity Crafter triggers 3 times. Angel of Destiny. That'll speed the clock up. You should be able to kill him next turn. Oh, might be 2 turns still. No, he's got 19 power on board. It'll be 1 turn. Draws with the Arch. Also, Delta's down to 11. Oh, yeah, dealt 11. Yeah, he scoops it right there. Oh, another Spell Queller? Yeah. Good luck getting through that. Oh, it's frustrating. The Angel doesn't even bother me that much. It's literally Time Twister. It's a card that, like, if it were up to me, I would ban it. Because 1, it's too strong, and 2, it is way too expensive. And I'm not saying that, like, you should ban cards just because they're expensive, but when they're crazy expensive and they're super busted, that's where I start to take issue. I've lost many games in my Commander career to a Time Twister, where if that Time Twister was Wheel of Fortune, it wouldn't have been a big deal. That has come up for me a lot, and it's pretty frustrating. Anyway, the deck played all right. We got tagged with some early removal that kind of disrupted us, and then the big play with the Cyclonic Rift in the wheel just really messed us up good. If we didn't play the Wonder and just shot the Angel, that would have been smarter. But I didn't know the Rift into Wheel play was coming, right? And, you know, there's not a great way to know when that's going to happen, but it's a thing that can happen sometimes, and you'll probably win if it does. Would we all lose 10 cards, 10 permanents back into the deck? So just not a great spot to be. I would say as far as this deck, I think there's still a few things. I think it needs more card draw. Like when I was searching through the deck, I didn't feel like there was really enough. Like, yeah, that's fine. You know, like something really simple. Card you don't get to run much, Sift, I think would actually be pretty legit. Even as like a single copy. Just because with the Runescar Demon, if you're just like, I need cards, then, you know, you can do that. The other thing, too, is, like, I don't know if Necropotence really wants to be in this deck, because it's kind of a Reanimator, and it sort of works against what a Reanimator's doing. It just makes it a lot harder to get creatures into your graveyard, and, like, sure, I get it, it's really powerful, and it'll give you a lot of cards, but, you know, I'd probably go Phyrexian Arena instead, and that way you don't have to worry about the non-bow aspects of it. You'll still get additional cards without having to work around the exile ability. This deck needs a counterspell like there's no tomorrow, even if it's just 1. Like, even just a negate would be super, super helpful. Because, like, once we had that board state assembled, if we could have gotten a counterspell in there, maybe make it 2 because of the Burning Rune Demon, then, like, you can protect your board and not get rifted and whatever else into oblivion. So, I would definitely add, like, 2 counterspells. I don't know if you need this Illusionist Bracers. It's for activated abilities. These are all triggered abilities. Not saying it can't do cool stuff, but I think you can get rid of Illusionist Bracers. I don't think that's doing much for you. We could probably cut a land. There's 39 lands in here. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would try to get another counterspell in there, maybe a little more card draw. I think that was kind of the stuff that was kind of hurting us a little bit. Let's do a little removal check also. 6 pieces of hard removal and a couple bounce spells. That's also pretty light. It's pretty light. You know, you could use another removal spell in here too. Oh, there's a Rift. So 7, yeah, it's still on the lighter side of removal. And then you've got, I think, probably about 3 creatures that bounce. So yeah, that's another thing you can take a look at as well. So small tweaks, trying to get the numbers right on everything, but I think that will help you a lot. There's a question too of like, is this win more? Strionic Resonator is a very cool card, but like, a lot of times I just find it difficult to have that mana to be able to use it. I think you're better off with Maskwood because you just cast it the one time and then you're good to go after that. It is cool if you get it to work, but it might be kind of Christmas landy. That's generally been my experience with Strionic Resonator over the years, but who knows. Anyway, yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel, vote on which decks I play next, or get some good games of Spell Table going, be sure to check out my Patreon, the link below.